Noisy pixel.
Do I owe you money?
No.
Did I kill your brother?
No.
And Selmer I am. Who are you?
I'm Dux, and he's Borman. Hello? Like the only walking duck and boar in the whole ark? Come on.
That's funny. I think you've mistaken me for someone who gives a duck. I've got to catch up to Hammond before it's too late.
After spending a few hours in the post-apocalyptic world of Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden, I slowly found myself enjoying the genre of strategy RPGs more and more, thanks to the developer Bearded Lady's interpretation on it. As I stated in my initial impression, that you can watch in my preview of the game, which I'll link down below. There are so many surprises and new ways of approaching the combat in the game that I ended up surprising myself with just how addicted I became to overcoming those difficult moments. My name is Victor Aparicio, and this is Noisy Pixel's review of Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden.
Wait a minute. That's the guy who attacked me and Hammond. I think Hammond recognized him, but that was the last thing I remember.
He's one of the Nova sect. I heard stories about them. Bogeymen with big heads. Didn't think they were real.
Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden introduces players to a group known as Stalkers. These mutated individuals provide rations and materials to the last real civilization left, the Ark. After the creator of this structure goes missing, the Stalkers must venture out and bring him back to safety. Throughout the game, players will meet new characters and uncover more information about the world and their situation. Each character brings a unique personality that I found to be one of the best parts of the game. Throughout the free roaming sections, the party members can talk amongst themselves about various structures or what humans used to use them for. Similarly, each character has different set of skills and loadouts that need to be understood if you want to make it through battles. As the character levels up, they gain new skills. Also, weapons can be upgraded using materials found out in the world, which can be traded at the Ark. Gameplay stretches across multiple maps and areas that vary in different environmental themes. Each area allows the player to freely explore and search throughout the fallen structures and deserted sites. However, that all changes when the enemy is spotted and the player positions their units behind cover and begin their attack. Combat by far is the most interesting feature in the game. This blend of turn-based combat and real-time exploration gives players the opportunity to stealthily approach fights and discover alternative ways to get through the battle. With that said, the game's enemy AI is extremely aggressive and will almost always try to rush you if you're spotted too early. This made some of the battles feel as if there was only one real way to get through them. I was left for dead multiple times in the world, but after trial and error, I found my way through the more difficult battles. Also, the game heavily relies on a percentage meter that shows whether or not you're going to hit the enemy or not. I'm not knocking the game for not giving me more than 100% hit chance, but I thought it was ridiculous to see my bullets fire in all sorts of directions even when I'm doing things stealthily. Bottom line, all I look for in the game is to be fun. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden is definitely fun to play. I constantly found myself returning to the game after dying multiple times to discover the correct way to go through the encounters. And sadly, this may be the game's biggest downfall. It makes some fights feel like I'm experimenting with a puzzle game. When it's all said and done, Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden has a duck named Dux, and all I want is to hear all the sassy things he has to say. Noisy Pixel is giving Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden a 7.3 out of 10.
I keep looking for dead duck bodies, but I never see one. Are we the only mutants in the zone?
You're right. There are no mutants in the zone. I've been checking bodies ever since you mentioned it.
It's Judgment Day, sinners. Obey me, and your soul will be saved.